Now, hello everyone, it is Cass here from Power to Move. Happy Saturday! Going live again today, and as promised, I am going to be making my really super simple vegetable soup. Now, this soup has about 10 serves of veggies. This is really plain and simple. It's really nice to have as lunch or as a snack. So Tracy, I hope you are watching because this is going to be super easy. We're going to add the recipe on Monday for you guys, and we're also going to show you what the soup looks like finished. I'm just going to be popping it together. So what I have got now is some chopped up onion. We've got a pan here with a little bit of olive oil, not too much, and we're just going to add the onions in there. Now, I told you this soup is super easy. We are going to add some celery. Now, yesterday, just for timing, I chopped all this up before. That's about a cup size of celery. And then we also have some carrot. Now I've added 2 carrots in here, and what we've done is we've kept everything about the same size. We're going to add the carrots in there as well. Now I'm adding in some chopped potato. You can use sweet potato, you can use some pumpkin, but it was just what I had in my fridge. And popping that in there. So what we would do is we would saute that off a little bit until the onions go a little bit translucent, and that's pretty much it with what you're going to do with the vegetables. Now what I'm going to add to the vegetables is 2 stock cubes. Now mine, I'm just going to go off screen for one moment. My favourite brand is Masale. It is fantastic. It's plant-based. When I was at Annesley in, 1989, my home ec teacher told me that this was the best brand, and I haven't changed since then. So we're going to use 2 stock cubes. I'm just going to crumble these in. That's going to be our stock base. I've used a vegetable one for this one. They have a really nice chicken one as well that you could use. So I'm just going to crumble that in. And then I'm going to add 2 tins of tomatoes. Now this soup takes about half an hour to 45 minutes. That's really what it takes for the vegetables to sort of soften up. It's a great soup. It's sort of like a minestrone type soup. You can add chickpeas. If you like a bit of bacon, you could add that. But this is really, for me, this is my winter soup, my go-to when I'm a little bit hungry or peckish. This is what I have, or I have it as a meal. Now I'm just going to add some water as well. So 2 tins of water. And then I'm going to pop that on the stove and let that simmer. Now once that starts to simmer and starts to cook down, I am going to add 2 secret ingredients, cumin and turmeric. Now for those of you who've been in the gym lately and have been seeing me drinking my cinnamon and chili water, these 2 spices are really important for anti-inflammatory. It also helps with your metabolism and your digestion. So I try and add them wherever it works with my food. So for this, I'm going to add a little bit of cumin and a little bit of turmeric as well. If you like things spicy, you could definitely add a little bit of chili as well. I'm going to give this a stir. I'm going to pop it on the stove, and hopefully there'll be a few people online, and if you've got any questions, I'd love to hear from you. I'm just going to pop it over here on the Power to Move stove. Kate's helping me today with our filming. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a stir. Now we have an electric stove here, which is an absolute pain in the neck. It's not like gas that I have at home. So I'm just going to pop the lid on and let it do its magic. So let's go back. Let me see if I've got my live working on my phone. And see if anyone's asking any questions. Kate, is anyone asking questions? Is anyone online?
Ebony.
Ebony's online. Hello, Ebony. How are you? You did a great job this week with planning your food and your exercise. Oh, I can see myself now. That's fantastic, and I know that worked really well for you this week. Something that I definitely do on a weekly basis on my Sunday is plan my meals, plan my exercise, even though I go to the gym every day, but my personal exercise, and I also plan my outfits. Just makes things a little bit easier for me during the week. Anyone else? Oh, it's pretty quiet today online. That's interesting. Maybe it's because everyone's having lunch. Where's everyone having lunch? I've got my water bottle here. So if you have been in the gym lately, I have been drinking a concoction of just a couple of times a day, cinnamon and a little bit of chili. I don't know if Kate can get in there. Sort of looks like a little bit of muddy water. Sort of tastes like a dirty chai, maybe. Jen tried it the other day in the gym. She said it was really nice. I think Sandy had some the other day as well. She made it at home. So why am I drinking a little bit of water with cinnamon and chili? Well, first of all, if you know me, I like drinking coffee. And when it gets cold, I end up drinking bucket loads of coffee to keep me warm. So this is my alternative to drinking coffee, having a little bit of cinnamon and chili. Like I said before, the cinnamon and the chili are really great anti-inflammatories, and there's been some really great scientific evidence to prove that it actually helps with your metabolism and with belly fat as well. So at the moment, whilst we've got our 28-day meal plan out and ready, and there's been a discount that's been given to everyone today, we are planning on something really super special coming out at the end of the year to do with perimenopause and menopause. So some of the things I'm doing at the moment is trialing some recipes and things for our community a little bit later on in the year. Oh, lunches were so good and made the week go so smoothly. Yeah, I find, Ebony, that when we do planning, definitely the week goes better. And how easy is it to just go to the fridge on a Tuesday, take that lunchbox out and know that, you know, all your planning is done from a little bit of prep work that you did on Sunday. Hello Jasmine, how are you? We missed you at the gym yesterday. I hope you're feeling good and look forward to seeing you soon. Now, one of the other things that I want to chat to you about in regards to food is fibre. Fibre is really important. And why is fibre important in your diet? Well, it helps your digestive system work. And one of the things that I've noticed and I've found with clients over the years is that a lot of people have probably had not a great diet. You might have been eating okay, but from years of not doing lots of the right things, your gut flora and fauna isn't that great. And fibre helps get a really healthy gut flora and fauna. Now, if you are struggling to shed those last little kilos, or you're feeling sluggish and tired, maybe it has more to do with your gut flora and fauna and the fibre that you might not be eating. Now, the soup that we've just made is full of fibre because it's got lots of vegetables in there. So something that you might want to think about over the next week is, where are you adding fibre, or what types of fibrous foods are you having in your diet? So some other things that are fibrous foods is looking at whole wheat or whole grain bread instead of having just wholemeal or white bread. Other things are all your legumes and nuts. Definitely all your vegetables. That's really important for your gut fibre and your flora and your fauna. The other thing is adding in those fermented foods that we spoke about last week. So adding in some pickled vegetables, adding in maybe some pickled chilies if you like that. That will definitely help with your gut flora and fauna. Now, if you don't like pickled vegetables or sauerkraut or pickled chilies, the best way to add some probiotics into your diet is probably just taking it in a pill form. Or you could add some apple cider vinegar or balsamic vinegar to some salad dressings. That would help too. Just having a look on my screen to see if anyone else was asking any questions. Ebony, do you have a question about fibre? I'd love to hear how things are going with you. I know we've spoken about that in the past. Alrighty, seems like it's a quiet day today, which is perfect for me because that means I get to go home early. We are going to show you what that soup looks like on Monday. We're going to go live again for about a few minutes, so maybe if you've watched this over the weekend and you have some questions maybe about fibre, maybe about the soup, how to incorporate that into your diet, let me know. We're going to show you what a serving of the soup looks like and how I'm going to eat it for lunch on Monday, and we'll have the recipe for you as well. But it is super easy. Whatever veggies you like, some stock, a couple of tins of tomatoes, and then our super spices here, and that's it. I look forward to seeing you all next week at the gym. Have a great Saturday, and remember, fitness doesn't have a holiday, so do some movement over the weekend. Much love. Alrighty, hello everyone. I have been waiting for the last couple of days just for this moment right here to show you the soup that we made on Saturday. I cooked it for about 45 minutes on the stove. It was bubbling away. It was absolutely delicious, and I am ready to get into it and have it for lunch today. If you're in Adelaide today, it's about 7 degrees. It is freezing. Perfect weather for soup. So what does the soup look like when it's all finished? We'll come on down here and have a look. It is a real chunky soup. Now obviously because we've left it for a couple of days as well, it's really had those flavours enhanced. Now I've tested it for salt and pepper and all that sort of stuff. It tastes great. You could add some basil in there. Hey, if you like cheese, you could add a little bit of cheese in there, or some chickpeas to bulk that up a little bit as well. Now I've got 2 pieces of wholemeal toast which I've just buttered, and I've given myself a nice cup of this soup, and I've warmed it up for a few minutes in the good old microwave. And here we go. That's Nigella, if you know her. She says microwave. Here it is, nice and thick and chunky, absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to dip my toast in there and eat that for lunch. Now we had a couple of questions on Saturday. Someone said they're not a fan of tomatoes, so what can we do? So what I would do is we had about 800 mils of sort of like tomatoes, 2 tins of tomatoes. So I'd probably add more stock, more vegetable or chicken stock, whatever stock you like, to your vegetable mix. A really good thing to make the soup nice and creamy and thick is that I would probably take half out and blitz it, and then pop that back in, so then you get this nice creamy vegetable soup. So if you weren't going to use the tomatoes, you could do that. I think it was Eleanor was asking about, protein-based things as well. So you could add some chickpeas in here if you're wanting to add a protein component to the soup. If you weren't vegan, you could definitely, like I said before, add some cheese to this, some lentils, some red kidney beans. Really, this is just a base soup. This is just something really simple. You can make it with all the stuff that's been left over in the bottom of your fridge, make it into something really yummy and hearty, and then get into it for your lunch. Now, I'm going to have some of this because it smells delicious and it's making my tummy grumble. So good. I like chilli. I'd probably put a little bit more chili, bit of chili in this. But a great soup. What a perfect serve. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you'd like me to cook on Saturday. We'll see what the kitchen holds for us. See you then.